to the beautiful city of St. Petersburg, Florida. St. Pete is the largest city in Pinellas County, known for its cultural richness and eclectic art scene. Speaking of the arts, I'm going to take you to a museum dedicated to a famous artist, and then I'll show you a beloved landmark right here in our city. I'm your host, Brittany Wilson. Let's go check it out. We're here at the St. Pete Pier, known for its recreational activities, dining options, and vibrant atmosphere. If you're active and enjoy the outdoors, you can do some fishing, kayaking, or paddleboarding, or you can rent a bike and enjoy one of their guided tours so you can learn more about the history of the pier. And after all of your wonderful St. Pete Pier activities, you can dine at one of the many dining options, or you can take a sunset cruise and watch the sunset over the beautiful downtown St. Pete. Welcome to the Dalí Museum, a building dedicated to one of the greatest artists of all time. It represents the fluidity and transparency of Dalí's artwork and creates a sense of inspiration. We're standing here in front of the Gala Contemplating, which is one of my favorite paintings here at the Dalí Museum. I'm here with Dr. Kim Wakware. Dr. Kim, thank you so much for being here today. Tell us a little bit about what you do here at the museum.
Of course, Brittany. It's a pleasure to be with you. So I have a couple of different hats I wear here at the museum. On the one hand, I'm the director of programming, and so for that, I come up with ideas for workshops, lectures, and things that might support people's understanding of Dalí and the art movements that he was involved in. And then I also run a program called Innovation Labs, and through that program I work with businesses and organizations trying to help them be more creative and innovative, taking a page from Dalí's book.
Okay, that sounds fascinating. So tell us about this painting right here.
This painting is actually an amazing example of why Dalí was such really a great innovator. He was always looking for ways that he could see the world differently. And so when you think about this painting, you start with, it's called Gala Contemplating the Mediterranean, and we can easily see that. We see his wife, Gala, looking out the window. But then it has a mysterious second part of its title where it says, which at 20 meters becomes a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, and then an even more mysterious subtitle, Homage to Rothko. And so sometimes you have to disentangle Dalí a little bit. And so I might start with the subtitle, so Homage to Rothko. He's talking about Mark Rothko, who created these color field paintings. He was an abstract painter, and Dalí was not a fan of abstraction, but he thought, what might be interesting is actually using abstraction for the purposes of creating representational images of people and things. So if you look at the painting, you might notice that each little piece of it is a small square, just like a Rothko painting. And he just places one square on top of the other until he finally completes this representational image of his wife looking out a window, which is cool. But there's another layer to it, and that's which at 20 meters becomes a portrait of Abraham Lincoln. And that is where he was reading Scientific American, which is kind of strange for an artist, but science was one of his great loves. And so this scientist was talking about facial recognition, and of course, when you're thinking about facial recognition, you're using pixels. Pixels are squares. And so Dalí thought, how might I use these squares in two different ways? So when you're close to this painting, these squares create an image of his wife, Gala. When you are at a distance of 20 meters, it works like the pixels in facial recognition, and these pixels reassemble into the face of Abraham Lincoln. And so it's the original BOGO. It's two paintings in one.
Wow, that's really fascinating. If you ever get the chance to come here, make sure you check out this wonderful painting. One of the newest attractions at the museum is the Dali Alive 360, a sensory experience where you can immerse in a digital display of the artist's life and work delivered through 360 degrees of powerful sound and animation. Whether you're looking for a sensory experience or simply to admire the artwork, the Dalí Museum has something for everyone. Whether you're into recreational activities, fun family events, or simply like to enjoy the arts, there's something in St. Pete for everyone. Until next time, I'm your host, Brittany Wilson. I'll see you on the American Dream TV.